Hey everybody, Nick here, and tonight I want to have a little fireside chat with you about something that's very important for the community on the whole. And that is this. There are two kinds of people in this world, I reckon. There are people who, after selling a piece of gear, whether it be a watch, a knife, or otherwise, will leave the price up in their ad for future people doing research. And on the other side, there are jackasses. And I want to give a little explanation for why you want to be a good human being rather than a jackass. So, for instance, I've recently been looking at a watch. Not that I need any other watches. I have a problem. This is real. Let's just be honest here around the fire. But anyways, I wanted to get a sense of exactly how much this particular watch would go for. If I were to purchase this, what price should I purchase it at? Such that if I buy it, I am not taking a huge bath. I mean, it's waterproof, so I can take a little bit of a bath, but still. You know, I don't want a 200-meter bath. Moving along. The thing is, I did a bunch of searching, and I found many, many ads selling this on forums, the Watch You Seek, Reddit Watch Exchange, etc. But the problem is 90% of those ads, instead of having the price, just changed it to sold. Instead of $1,950, or in this case, $1,000, you just see sold. And that's completely uninformative. You can see, yes, many of these have sold. You can maybe see a pretty picture of the watch, but that's the only information you're going to get. So if you then stumble upon one and they're asking $1,400 for it, you don't know whether that's what most of them sell for, or whether this is the one jackass who thinks it's worth $1,400. And that's sad. That's a bad position for you to put a buyer in by erasing that information. On the seller side, it's sad as well, because you want a sense of what people are actually paying. If you go online and you search for something, it's very easy to find the price that people are not paying. That's the guy who's had the watch or the knife or whatever up for 6 months, and every morning dutifully he wakes up and hits bump to the top on a knife that's been listed for 6 months, and no one's buying at that price, because he thinks that just this one day somebody is finally going to pay $400 for a $200 knife. Ain't happening, buddy. Let's be real here. Again, fireside honesty. But nonetheless, so you can find those prices. You can find the prices that nobody is coming close to paying. But very often you struggle to find the prices that are actually selling. And the prices that are selling quickly. Maybe if you need it tonight, that's one price. But if you need it sold tonight, that is. But if you're willing to wait a little while, you can get a different price. But if no one's listing the prices, you don't have a damn clue. And that's really sad. And so, jackasses, I hear what you're saying right now in your head. You're saying, well, but Nick, if I don't put the price, if I leave the price up there, I'm going to keep getting offers. And sure, I understand that. I get that. 100%. If you just leave the price there and write sold at the bottom, you're going to get 15 jackasses who are trying to lowball you immediately upon reading the ad just because they see a price. That's ugly. You don't want that. I am with you 100%. So here, let's compromise here. Why don't you write sold where the price was originally? That way that's going to be the very first thing they see. But then maybe toward the bottom of the ad, put in little parentheses, the final sale price was $400. Or final trade value was $365. That way, people who are doing research can find out what you paid, what was sold, that is, and the people who are trying to lowball you will get distracted by the sold and move on to try and offer the next guy 20% of their purchase price, so they can go be jackasses elsewhere. I think that's win-win. So anyways, like I said, this is just an impassioned plea. There are these two kinds of people in the world, the people who leave the price up after they sell, and there are jackasses. And ask yourself, as you're thinking about this, what you can do for humanity, how you can be the change that you want to see in the world, well, this is a good way to start. Go forth and don't be jackasses. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Night, everybody.